As in the heart, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, we are gathered here for this very, very important information. Police teams reportedly shot each other after mistaking themselves for IPOB members. The gods of Biafraland have arose to fight against those who is fighting against us. Stay clear, unless you want to be crushed. And tell you the truth, whether you are Igbo, Hausa or Yoruba, a fake, a saboteur, a betrayer, stay clear from any matter that got to do with IPOB, because the gods of the Biafra land have finally arose to destroy those who are destroying us. Imagine police officers went to looking for IPOBs to buy, and at the end of the day, they end up turning and shooting their own self, thinking that they look like IPOB members. The gods have twisted their eyes and their faces and their body system, and they look like IPOB members, because the place where they're supposed to be will be northeast, northwest, and north central, and even southwest, to condone the high rate of killings going on in those areas. They are not doing it, but they are looking for IPOB who have not any single thing, not even a single pen knife, not even a table knife, but they are pursuing them. Now the gods have turned against them. If you get this message, do me a favor, make sure that this message goes viral, because the world need to know that the gods are fighting for us and do not cause whom God have blessed. That is the simple the truth. Well, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. Here are other headlines that you need to listen this Monday morning, which is a Eke Market Day, and it is 19th of August 2024. Have a nice day, my people. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos. Why end bad government's protest was a success, Alhaji Sowore laments. Hardship. Politicians think they are immune from the suffering, like Bangladesh, Nigeria heading for rocks. Deji Adeyanju. God don't save this our brother from life sentence, I'll be from death sentence. NDLEA arrest Vietnam-born businessman for ingesting 88 wraps of cocaine at Abuja airport. God just saved him, because if you have carried this thing to enter Vietnam and they grab you, na death sentence, na what you go feel there. So my people, we are hitting the ground running. IPOB, a group leading agitation for an independent state of Biafra from the southeast and some parts of south Nigeria, has been linked to some deadly attacks in the two regions. The police in Abia State, southeast Nigeria, say they were investigating a report that claimed some police operatives exchanged gunfire after mistaking themselves for members of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Mistaken for IPOBs. There was confusion on Wednesday around Aloji, area of Aba, the commercial hub of the state, when some police operatives reportedly opened fire on themselves. This is why while I don't tire about. Premium Times gathered that the shootout occurred between police patrol teams from Police Area Command in Aba and another police team from Umuahia, the state capital. Residents claim the operatives appear to have mistaken themselves for IPOB members in the area. It was learned that the incident occurred because operatives from Umuahia operated in a commercial buses, prompting their colleagues from Aba to mistaking them for a separate group. Premium Times also gathered that during the shootout, shop owners around Aloji, motor spare parts, market, and passers-by scanned for safety to avoid stray bullets. The market is located along the Enugu-Aba-Port Harcourt Expressway in the state. A truck driver was killed by a stray bullet during the encounter. It was also learned that an altercation ensued after the operatives realized that they were all police officers. The police speak. Reacting in a statement on Thursday, the police spokesperson in the state, Maureen Chinaka, said police authorities are investigating the incident. From our preliminary investigation, there is no credible evidence to suggest that the police officers mistook themselves for members of IPOB and fired at each other, Ms. Chinaka, an assistant superintendent of police, said. What we confirm is that there was a shooting in the area which resulted in the death of a civilian, she stated. They don't turn the thing upside down. Trust the zoo. The police spokesperson urged anyone with useful information regarding the incident to report to the police to aid their ongoing investigation. IPOB, a group leading agitation for an independent state of Biafra from the southeast and some parts of the south-south Nigeria, has been linked to some fatal attacks in the two regions, according to the information where they gave before us here. Why the End Bad Governance protest was a success, Alhaji Sowore, the 2020 presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, Omoyele Sowore, has stated that the 10-day End Bad Governance protest was a huge success. He highlighted the achievements of the protest, insisting that it succeeded from before and during and after the demonstration that was strategically planned and executed. Sowore stated this on Saturday during an X-Space discussion titled End Bad Governance in Nigeria Protest, What Next? He argued that the 10 days anti-bad governance protest was announced almost a month in advance, giving the movement ample time to gain momentum. The oppressed Nigerians succeeded before the protest, during the protest, and continued to succeed after the protest. He emphasized that this marked three distinct waves of success. Before the protest, we knew what we are doing, despite concerns that announcement might allow the government to sabotage it. As the saying goes, anything not properly planned is planned to fail, but we were prepared. We identified 15 different tactics used to try and sabotage the protest, he said. Sowore said in the South, they brought out former militant Asare Dokubo, who threatened that no protest would occur. He said in Lagos and the Southwest, they distributed monies street by street and threatened people with thugs. They even announced that all secret court members had been relocated to Lagos State. In Abuja, they used heavy-handed tactics, but despite these threats, we prevailed. He noted that the protest started strong on the first day, especially in Abuja. Sowore said that despite the initial skepticism, by the end of the day, the protest has spread, with thousands joining in Kano, Maiduguri, and other places. He said by 4 p.m., it was clear that the protest had gripped the entire nation, adding that those who thought it would fizzle out were surprised. Sowore said, on the second day, the military was drafted in to intimidate people. Our northern colleagues faced harassment in Sokoto and Kaduna with arrests in Kano, but we managed to get them released in time for the protest. He said the army even threatens the media to prevent coverage, but this didn't discourage people as more critics, including Port Harcourt, Kano, and Yobe, joined in full force. According to the activists, this was one of the most extensive protests we have seen in Nigeria in a long time, both in terms of geographic reach and the unity of the oppressed. I want to keep thanking those who participated, especially those on TikTok who kept mobilizing people. Thanks also to those who protested in London, New York, and other places I haven't mentioned in terms of reach, impact, and demography. This was a protest that spanned all generations. He added that in Lagos, there was a judgment that restricted protesters in Ojota and Abuja to the MKO Abiola Stadium. We see this all in time whenever there is a mass revolt. The ruling class often overreaches. One of the first casualties of these protests were those court orders. As soon as the protest began, people broke through any barriers, he said. Sowore added that in Lagos, the protests at Ojota were well attended, but there were also smaller groups in Alausa and other places in Abuja. The court orders quickly became irrelevant. Instead, a federal judge even refused to issue more orders because they were starting to sound ridiculous. Ogun State had an order, but protests still happened there, not confined to the designated areas. These court orders failed completely to prevent the protest. The intention was not to manage where people could exercise their rights, but to prevent protesters altogether, he added. Hardship politicians think that they are immune from the suffering. Like Bangladesh, Nigerians is heading for rocks, Deji Adeyanju. Nigerian activist lawyer Deji Adeyanju has warned that Nigeria is on a dangerous path as citizens struggle to meet basic needs like food and survival. Adeyanju expressed that the Nigerian government should view the just concluded protest as a clear indication of the widespread hardship facing the populace. In an interview with Al Jazeera, Adeyanju Deji urged Nigerian leaders to learn from the experiences of Bangladesh, where similar struggles led to the public unrest. This country is heading for the rocks because something eventually must give. A situation where people can no longer feed and barely survive, and then protest becomes inevitable, Adeyanju stated. He drew parallels with the situation in Bangladesh, where citizens pushed to their limits had no option but to rise up and take over the government houses. We have seen what happened in Bangladesh, where the people were pushed to the brink, and in such a situation, the people had no other choice than to bounce back. The government is still very lucky and fortunate that protest was announced and the date venue were given, but unfortunate for the government, they do not know yet. He added, Adeyanju further criticized politicians, suggesting that they were oblivious to the suffering of the traditional population. The politicians think they are immune from the sufferings in the country. Some gave a brilliant analogy, which I would like to re-echo, that when the Titanic was sinking, people on the upper deck didn't know what was below or what those who stay below are facing. The people in the economy already knew what was going on, that the ship was sinking, and they were already choking from the pressure of the water, he said. The last but not the least, NDLEA arrests Vietnam-born business for ingesting 88 rounds of cocaine at Abuja airport. A Vietnam-born businessman, Paul Mbadoa, was apprehended by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. Mbadoa was arrested after testing positive for drug injection. In a statement released on Sunday by NDLEA spokesperson Femi Babafemi, it was revealed that Mbadoa has excreted 88 grams of cocaine, totaling 1,710 kilograms. Babafemi detailed that the 54-year-old suspect was intercepted on Monday, 12th August 2024, at the boarding gate while attempting to board a Qatar Airways flight QR 1432 to Hanoi, Vietnam, via Doha. After 4 days under observation, Mbadoa excreted all the illicit drugs wraps. Mbadoa reportedly claimed that a Lagos-based businessman provided him with the cocaine pellets, which he was supposed to deliver to Vietnam for a payment of $2,000. How many millions of naira? Babafemi said the 54-year-old suspect was intercepted at the boarding gate of Abuja Airport on Monday, 12th August, during the outward clearance of Qatar Airways flight QR 1432 to Hanoi, Vietnam, via Doha. After 4 days under excretion observation, Mbado excreted a total of 88 rounds of illicit drug with a gross weight of 1.710 kilograms. In his statement, he claimed he is a Lagos-based businessman and was given the cocaine pellets to swallow by a friend in the Isolo area of Lagos for onward delivery in Vietnam for a fee of $2,000. My people, now here we will take back break. When I get here, the next message when we come back. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. Happy Monday once again and happy new week. It shall be well with us in this new week. Hashtag freedom or die and hashtag Biafra Mass Exodus 2024. I'll be right back. Messiano.